All right, let's do a couple altcoins for Friday. We'll just do the weekly charts. If you need something else, you can let me know. Let's look at we'll just kind of go down the line here. Might as well actually start out with Ethereum. So we're looking a little sketchy with these kind of double upper wicks for the weekly. Let's see how we close going in. If we get a move back down, we're looking at the 21 EMA, and this is going to hold true for a lot of these alts we're going to see. The throwback levels aren't always going to be that clear. Even if they are, they could be some dramatic ways down. So it doesn't always have to be the exact throwback breakout level. Could be the EMA 8, 14, 21 on the daily, weekly chart. One of those will likely hold before a lot of these zones do. So for Ethereum, though, this looks like a pretty decent spot around 1740 all the way down to 1720-ish area. But again, not a lot of movement in this area for Ethereum. Upper resistance zone up around the 2000 mark. That's when Ethereum will really get going again. Until then, we could just be, Ethereum might be the slower mover to start. So we're looking to see Ethereum also kind of bottom against Bitcoin before we get too bullish for alt season. So Ethereum, not a lot to go off of. Ideally, we'd love to close above the 100-week around 1800. We'll see how that goes going into the weekly close. Going off into fetch. Hell of a nice move last week. 57% last week. It was at under a quarter, and now we're at 36 cents, and that's with a little bit of a sell-off even. But here's our breakout zone, our bullish green zone, right, that we've had painted here for months. 27 cents, right? It's no wonder, right? I mean, when you break above a green bullish zone that has been consolidation or resistance, that's big time. So throwback, maybe the 100 around 30 cents, or the EMA 8, if it takes a couple of weeks, could likely be higher than that. So watch for that. If we're lucky enough to get back in this zone, right, don't fumble that away if you want to pick some more up. Maybe a toe tap off of 27, 28 cents, maybe even, right? Don't be too greedy if you get down in this area. So reaccumulation for me on fetch happens, between the 100 and, the top of that zone, really. So 27 to 30 cents. I would go with that. Let's go to AGIX. So AGIX is actually, like, the market cap is still relatively low here. Looking at like still under 300 million, it looks like. So a move, I mean, just this week we went back and tapped the 21-week EMA. So still one of the few on my list that really hasn't done anything super significant yet. Now 30% last week, that's pretty good, but I still think the bigger moves likely coming for this one. Still relatively low to its 20 cent kind of consolidation area if you think about it. So if you've missed some of the others, maybe this one still could be on your radar here. So just throwing that out. If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know how it tastes. I'm just saying, like, it looks prime, right? If you don't blame me if this doesn't work out, but I'm still eyeballing it pretty hard here. Looking like it once this level breaks. I mean, look at the previous resistance or support, flip to resistance, still back to resistance. Seemingly above 25 cents could get a pretty substantial move to the upside here, just like the others. So let's look at Ocean. Ocean just in the past week has done very significant moves. 29 cents. Here's 45% in the past week. So a nice move, breakout of the downward slope here, and back test already on the EMA 8 on the weekly at 35 cents, and now back up again and, pressing, fresh 2023 highs, almost, at least over the summer highs, right? So we got to go back a little bit more, but looking pretty good as well. You might have missed the retap on that one, right? So we'll see where this ends up going, and look at that move. So to get 2023 close high, we're looking at 46 cents, not that far away. Let's go look at Render. Remember, Render and Injective are two of the strongest alts, at least chart-wise, right? Fundamentals, what you guys could argue on fundamentals better than I could. I'm looking at charts. So breakout here, 275. Throwback retest on the EMA 8 at $2. That's still a pretty good ways down, but you know, if we go back to $2, you want to pick some more render up, that would be pretty stellar. Even right here, not a bad area. Re-hit already again this week, back in the accumulation zone, 215. So somewhere between, you know, 215 to 2. That's the re-up zone, so to speak. Or if you missed on everything, want to get some of this, that'd be a pretty good spot. Go to the absolute Superman of crypto right here. Here's our breakout. I mean, we were at $6 for a long time, right? All this whole zone between 6 and 8, you had like 8 months, right, to really get this one, and it's just really gone crazy over the past month or so. So up 50% last week alone. 50%. How did your favorite alt do? Was it up 50% last week? If not, maybe you switch some of your favorite alt into this guy. I mean, damn. Throwback, I don't know if we're lucky enough to get this, right? I would go with the EMA 8 on this one. So 1060 and rising week over week. So if you get a move back and you want to get some more of the strongest crypto injective, watch the EMA 8. Maybe you get lucky enough for the 14, but you know, that's not likely. You know, after 50% move, it's probably going to just kind of consolidate up around these areas. So just watch the EMA 8 on any kind of altcoin if you want to buy more. If it's above it, wait for the throwback. Don't FOMO and be silly. Chainlink, move up to the high part, right? It's same thing here. Throwback EMA 100 and 200 and 8. One of those three. If you're at one, I would say whichever one's first. 200 especially, around $9 if you're lucky enough. Otherwise, the EMA 8 could be around, you know, 10 within the next week or so. So keep that in mind. Look at the volume, right? Massive volume, bigger by volume that we've seen out of Chainlink almost all of 2023, really, right? You got one guy right there that saved us from like our lows of 530, which held on to the lows until this deviation right here, where everyone was calling for a $2 Chainlink. I vividly remember that when we hit 5, the low is likely in with this deviation, and everyone's screaming, why buy here when we can buy it too? Good luck with that, shithead. Tell me how you really feel. If you got any others, let me know. We can cover them Monday, or if something significant happens between now and then, you know, we'll look to update. But any questions over the weekend, let me know. DXY, hopefully that can, you know, kick the bucket here. Looking pretty epic, like it wants to crack under 105. That would definitely help us here, right? If this is the high, and DXY is getting ready to roll over for the next, you know, the rest of the quarter going into 2024. Lovely. Have a good one.